seriously thinking about cutting this off, man. This is just I wanted to get on here because when I ain't talked to y'all in a while. Like, so much has happened in the past few weeks that I have not been on Instagram. All right. But that's not why I was inspired to make this video. Excuse the clothes in the back. All right, and this whole background. What's up, baby? But I wanted to kind of kick off my return, with Black Breastfeeding Week, which concludes Breastfeeding Month. And breastfeeding is like just so important to me. Not only because it's a part of my journey, but I feel like, oh my gosh, like Black motherhood, a return of Black motherhood to indigenous ways is such a revolutionary act to me. But it's so natural, and it's what we're supposed to see. Eiley is explaining her excitement about it too. But it's such a natural thing and what we're supposed to be doing anyway, But I wanted to kick off Black Breastfeeding Week, kind of like digressing and kind of being off topic and just talking about Black birth. Because again, it's relevant to what I'm going through in my own personal life as I evolve and transform into the divine woman that I'm supposed to be. Or that I already am. I'm just rediscovering, right? And so I've had an incident with my mother, and I'm really redefining what our relationship is going to look like. How much energy I'm going to be putting forward in it, how much effort, just reshaping it from my point of view, and in an effort of doing that, or in the effort of doing that, I'm really reevaluating and wondering, like, why is our relationship so strained in the way that it is, And then I think it made me think back to the relationship that she has with her mother. And, of course, with obvious reasons, mean that we're all different people, but there are certain things that I feel like are universal, right? Like the relationship and the love that's supposed to be between a mother and child. And especially after going through it myself, it's really hard for me to fathom how a woman could sit there and create life, literal blood of your blood, okay? Like, and I don't think a lot of women grasp this. Like, literally, their blood is being created by your own. Their flesh is being created by your own, So, like, that whole saying, blood of my blood, flesh of my flesh, takes on a whole new meaning for me. Being that when I look at my child, I'm literally looking at my flesh. Literally. You know what I'm saying? When she's drooling or she has boogers and snot up her nose, I have no problem because that snot is my snot. I'm being extreme here, but hopefully you're getting the point. And literally her heart, I had 2 heartbeats within me. 2 souls. 2 souls, y'all. Do y'all not realize this? Like, a soul is a divine, eternal entity that cannot be created nor destroyed. It just is. It's a divine, ethereal thing that comes from a completely different realm. It is not of this realm. It is of a completely different one. Do you grasp that? Do you grasp that God, the Most High, chose a female body for that? No other body, a female body. And then on top of that, there are a lot of women who do not have the opportunity to have children, either because they don't want to, which then is of no consequence to them, or because medically, physiologically, is not possible for them. So just think about that. Literally half the population can't do it, and then even with that other half, there's only a few that can do it. Not every woman can have a child. Not every woman can be a portal for divine, ethereal, other realm souls to enter into the physical realm. Like, if that doesn't blow your mind and doesn't give you chills and remind you of who the F you are, I don't know what will. I digress. And so with that, it's like, I can't fathom a woman, a mother, who would not love that child, that flesh of their flesh, that blood of their blood, with everything in them. Like, it's hard for me to fathom that. Like, it really, really is. And so I had to think, with me being the birth worker that I am and realizing how important and how impactful birthing and the relationship between a mother and a child is to a person's life, I thought, and there's some key differences between the way that I birthed my child and the way that my mother birthed me and the way that her mother birthed her. And hopefully I posted this, because if I didn't post that video, it's completely lost and I don't have it anymore, and it's gonna suck because it was ridiculously pertinent. But my mother carried me for 36 weeks, and she had me naturally. She didn't have any medication, no epidural, no anything, but she did have me in a hospital, in the traditional position, on her back with her legs up, and of course, as soon as I was born, the umbilical cord was cut, and they whisked me away to do all the tests and the shots and the poking and prodding. And then they gave me back to my mother, who then tried to breastfeed me, and it didn't work. So then I was formula fed with a bottle for 6 weeks before returning to work and then putting me in a daycare. Right? Me and my mother do not have the best relationship. And as it stands now, I am going to be actively creating distance there as I work on the healing that I need to do, because she has really hurt me. And my grandmother has hurt me too. And so that's that, right? And so then I think too, okay, like, me and my mother don't have the best relationship, but her and her mother don't have the best relationship either. How was my mother birthed? And I remember talking to my grandmother before I gave birth to my goddess. And she recalled that she was pregnant. I didn't ask her how long she was pregnant for. And you can do it, mama. Yeah. There you go. What's up? Hold on, y'all. She's trying to stand up. I got you, baby. Come here. Here you go. Yeah.